Hey, this is Tim with Family First Triathlete. I'm glad you're striving to improve as a triathlete, and I'm here to help you get a little closer to your goals.
Hey Chris, so the first thing I notice is that you're breathing every 3 strokes. This is actually a good thing for training purposes. Being comfortable with bilateral breathing and being able to breathe equally to both sides, that's a good thing to do in training. However, for racing, I highly recommend that when you race, you try to breathe every other stroke or to the same side. Doing this will increase your oxygen uptake by about 50%. The next thing I noticed from this view is that you have some lateral movement in your stroke, or what I call a waggle. What I mean by this is instead of your body staying tight and straight, your body has a little bit of a curve. As your right hand enters, you'll see your body kind of curves this way, and then when your left hand enters, your body curves that way. And so you have some lateral movement in your stroke. I suggest when you do a pull set to pull with an ankle strap and try to have an equal, consistent body roll to each side that doesn't have any lateral movement in it. Okay, underwater we can see a few more things. When it comes to propulsion, I like the phrase, and it's been said by many of my coaches, grip it and rip it. But it's important to get that in the correct order. It's important to grip it first and then rip it. What I see here on you is that you start to initiate your catch, or the grip it part, right here with your right arm. But then if you watch your elbow begins to pull back before your hand catches up. So ideally, your hand would catch up so that your elbow and your hand would be stacked on top of each other. So the correct order should be grip it and then rip it. What I see you're doing a little bit is you're rushing your pull and you're ripping through with your lats and your elbows coming through before your hand. Another thing to look out for on your pull is when you breathe, like on this stroke right here, your left hand goes in the water and you turn and breathe. You tend to do a straight arm pull where you don't bend your elbow or catch the water at all. You just pull with a straight arm through. That's pretty common in a lot of swimmers because with a straight arm pull, you get to press down on the water, which provides the upward lift for a cleaner breath. I encourage you to try to continue to get that grip it and rip it catch even when you're breathing here. The last thing I want to point out is with your right arm, you do tend to get a better catch with your right arm, but I want to point out your right hand and how you hook your right hand here. You can see that you hook your right hand straight down. I would encourage you to think of your hand and your forearm as one unit. Yeah, the best swimmers do tip just ever so slightly their hand and fingertip down. They just pitch it down just a little bit at the front of their stroke, but this is pulling too much with your hand. A drill that you can do to practice this is fist swimming, swimming with your hands in a closed fist, and really practice getting the catch with your forearm more so than your hand at the front.
I'm sleeping up here. You're bending your knees. Don't do that.
What's he doing?
his knees.
Oh,
Trying
don't bend
to
your
see
knees.
who can just do them straight.